thing is reporting. And this is where everything is going to flow forward. So this is a progress report. So for those of you who met in January and developed this plan, we had you sort of go in here and look at this in June. So you'd want to go back and say, okay, how are we doing? Are we doing what we said we're doing? Do we have any slippages, etc.? All of that can be part of your formative evaluation in your grant proposal. So as you're thinking about the connecting of all of these things, the content that you're looking at in here clearly will feed into what your program looks like and how it operates. And then your other information in here for reporting, formative and summative evaluation information can also be embedded or planned for in this system. So we want to make sure everybody sees the connections across these things. It's not just, oh my God, we have to get online and do a plan. It's how you use that system to really connect across the various things you'll do with these programs. So it's going to forward your goals. It's going to ask you, here's your strategies that you were going to use, and then you can go in and report. So here was your planning date. Here's all the information that's carried forward. It's going to ask you if the goal was achieved or not achieved. Did you drop it? Do you need to keep working on it? And then here's all your tasks. You're going to go through that and see, is it done? Is it not done? What do we want to do with it? What are our next steps? Same thing with your outputs and your products. And then same thing with your outcomes. And then your outcomes, you're going to look at what have we done? Are we collecting it? Is it underway? Is it completed? Or we haven't started it yet? That's going to be real important information because, again, your institutional accreditation people are going to want to know how well your program is working. So by using this system, you'll be able to feed data to them about what's happening with your students, as well as the annual reports that you do for us. Whether or not you got the additional resources that you need, for the technical assistance that you need, and whether or not you've had any barriers. Because we want to know what your barriers are. So if we review your information, we want to know what those were. And then at the end of the year, so this would be in preparation. So as September is coming to a close and you're really thinking about last year and now you're moving into this year, then how can we close out last year? And it'll be very similar to your reporting project. But this is, again, where you're going to be thinking about, we need to move this goal to next year. You're going to actually now sort of summarize what you did and be able to use that information. Maybe somebody dropped the ball. Maybe that task never got done. And then the same thing with your outputs and your outcomes. So everything that you put in the system is going to continue to flow forward from assessment to planning to reporting, and then from year to year, so that you, again, you have access to this information in a number of ways.